Bloodline Champions is an arena-based PvP game created by Stunlock Studios, published by Funcom. Despite what you may have heard, Bloodline Champions is not all that similar to games like League of Legends or Dota. So get rid of all your preconceptions and I'll give you 8 reasons why you should try Bloodline Champions if you haven't already. Number 1. Fast-paced action. The gameplay in Bloodline Champions is a constant stream of spells and attacks. There are no breaks to run back to a base and heal up. There are no creeps or minions that you have to farm for gold. It's pure PvP arena action right from the beginning and all the way to the end. Just think of games like Quake and you'll know what I mean. Number 2. No targeting system. In games like World of Warcraft or League of Legends, you usually have to click directly on an enemy and then the game's targeting system will handle all of your spells for you. But in Bloodline Champions, every ability is a skill shot, meaning that you need to aim your spells correctly and time them correctly in order for them to hit your opponents. This means that hitting and dodging are entirely up to player skill, making Bloodline Champions a difficult but rewarding experience for gamers. Number 3. No random numbers. Every ability in Bloodline Champions has a set action with set values. Instead of having minimum and maximum damage, a fireball will deal the same amount of damage every time. A heal spell restores the same amount every time, and if you stun an enemy, they'll be stunned for the same duration every time. Similarly, there are no critical hits, there are no missed chances, nothing random at all. Stunlock Studios has done their best to reduce as many random elements in the game as they can. Number 4. No mana. The abilities in Bloodline Champions have no mana cost, they only have cooldown time. This is a great mechanic because it promotes active gameplay. No more waiting around for your mana to regenerate. If your spell is ready to cast, you can cast it. As a result, the gameplay is very refined. It may seem like the best spammer would win, but that's far from the case. Instead, players who can best manage not only their own cooldowns, but the cooldowns of their enemies will gain an upper hand. Number 5. No levels. Everyone in Bloodline Champions starts off on an even footing because there are no character levels. Gone are the days when a level 80 Warlock was inherently stronger than a level 60 Warlock. In Bloodline Champions, a Spearmaster is a Spearmaster no matter who plays him. This further cements the game's philosophy where everything is about player skill. Number 6. Round-based matches. Other games in the MOBA genre can require a serious time commitment. Dota games can take upwards of 1 hour sometimes, but not so with Bloodline Champions. Matches are round-based 3v3, and each round has a time limit of 2 minutes. On average, a single match will take about 10 minutes to play through. You don't need to set aside large chunks of time to play. If you want to log on for 15 minutes between classes, you can. That low time commitment makes it very easy to jump in and play whenever you want. Number 7. Ingame Tournaments. This game is made to reward player skill. Fortunately, it does provide ways for teams to compete against each other through in-game tournaments. These tournaments are regularly hosted by the game, and everything about them is automated, so they're good motivation to keep practicing, and if you play well, you can win in-game rewards and prizes. And lastly, number 8, it's free to play. Bloodline Champions is available on Steam for free, so there's no initial investment that you need to make in order to play. Free players are limited to a certain pool of characters, but the pool changes every 3 days so you won't grow bored. In addition, there are in-game coins that you can earn just by playing matches, and you can spend those coins to permanently unlock characters. If you don't want to unlock characters one by one, you can always purchase one of the game packs. They range from $10 to $90, and they each have their own bonuses, so choose the one that works best for you. Despite all of these great features, Bloodline Champions does suffer from one problem. It has a small player base, but ultimately, the game is very playable and very enjoyable, so if you're intrigued by the reasons I gave, you really should give Bloodline Champions a try. It's a great game, and you may just fall in love with it.